Could you imagine going to a restaurant and ordering a drumstick, and instead the guy brings you like a whole chicken, and it's gold plated, and then it's got another layer of chicken, and then some more gold, and then chicken, and it's delicious. And then you eat the whole thing, and the guy's like, "No charge, sir." That's what this guitar is like.
Guitar Stuff with John.
Welcome to Guitar Stuff with John. Nice to see you back here again. And here we're doing a review today of what I consider to be one of the nicest guitars around. Something I've wanted for years and just completely lucked into. You've seen the other Alvarez Yairi reviews I've done on the channel. And they are a startlingly good guitar. And no wonder why. If you go back and look at my video called "The Amazing Story of Yairi," you'll see their immense history and just the great type of guitars that they build. So when I was first started talking to Chris Meikle over in London, England, St. Louis Music Alvarez Yairi, I was unsure of what I was getting into, and I didn't really know what they were going to do and how this was going to proceed. And of course, all of us, I happened to mention to Chris that one of my favorite Yairi guitars that I've always wanted was a DY1TS. I'd only ever seen pictures of them, and they are just a spectacular looking guitar. And so his exact words to me were, when I mentioned this instrument, because he was very concerned about getting the Honduran mahogany guitars over here and having them reviewed, and I did that, and they're friggin' brilliant. His words to me were, "Well, that's just our stage guitar." And he says, Joe Bonamassa plays one of the small body version of that. I was like, yeah, that's the one. He said, well, those are just our stage guitars. Bleh. And I thought, oh no, he's not going to send one because maybe he's not that concerned with, promoting that model. Boy, was I wrong. In amongst these 4 cases that showed up shortly thereafter, with the Honduran mahogany guitars and a beautiful baritone guitar that I actually used on my last record that just came out last week, was this, the DY1TS. This guitar is ridiculous. It's just a great guitar. It comes with a Stage Pro element on board. Hence why he said, oh, it's just our stage guitar. Beautiful Indian rosewood back and sides, all solid, of course. Got the direct couple bridge, get this beautiful beveled clear pickguard, the understated fretboard with just the Alvarez Yairi, this would be the Yairi logo here, and this really cool inlaid, it's just so good. But the really important part of this guitar is this. just so... I don't know. It's like every other guitar that I have in this room that I love. It has a tremendous amount of personality. It has a booming but not muddy bottom end. It's in drop D, it's just killer. So crisp and so like focused a sound. I haven't played it much as I should be. I haven't played anything, actually. My chops are getting so bad that I might have to get a job as a baker, doctor, or a veterinarian, penguin wrangler, professional stand-in for the Michelin Man. Just so good. So good. Oh, I love it. I can't help it. I just do. It's one of those guitars that is sort of the best of all worlds. It's got the dreadnought warmth. It's got the bright cutting mids. It cuts all over somehow. Like it's just, yeah, it's just a beast guitar. Let's take a close look at this thing because Yairi. So here we are at the headstock, and this is like one of my favorite headstock designs. Those two abalone stripes, and then the sort of the mother of pearl inlay for the Alvarez Yairi design, and all gold hardware, super black ebony faceplate on the headstock there, a bone nut, of course, and saddle, just a gorgeous rosewood fingerboard, nice wide nickel frets. The neck on these guitars is just to die for. They just play so well and so incredibly comfortable. And I'm going to tell you why as we move forward here. Down the fretboard to our Yairi symbol at the 12th fret. I love that thing. That's one of my favorite designs. And then down to the body, we got the all of this abalone. The purfling on this guitar is just beautiful. They picked the very nicest stone, and the sunburst on this is just like a beautiful, rich, dark, vintage kind of sunburst that just really catches the eye. From across the room, this guitar is breathtaking, and we have this incredibly understated rosette with one line of abalone and one line of an inlaid wood. And there's our sticker. There's Kazuo. His signature on the inside. We just lost him a few years ago, so it's pretty nice. They still have his name on these instruments. And the picker, I love this thing. It's like it just blends right into the top. It's beveled. So yeah, and completely clear and visible, as a matter of fact. And then off to the sides here, we have this really nice, beautiful, solid rosewood. There's our Stage Pro element. And this is a pickup that's obviously a piezo, and I don't use piezos. I swear by K&K, but if I was going to use a piezo, this would be the system. It's better than Fishman, in my opinion. Rosewood back and sides, a nice strip of maple down the middle of the back. The binding is all that, that nice ivoroid, high-end binding. And there's our battery drawer. That's one of the things I like about this pickup is the battery just goes right in the side of the guitar. And you see the attention to detail they have here, where there's actually purfling amongst the binding, right? And the seams are they're perfect. There's absolutely fit and finish is unbelievable. And then we go down to see this neck. This neck is absolutely magic because right here above the 5th fret is a soft V, and then after the 5th fret it turns into a soft C. So playing this guitar is incredibly easy to do. You have almost zero hand fatigue, and it really is something. This design is something I've never really heard tell of until I saw these guitars. And of course, in the back we got these beautiful gold Goto. They're everything Goto should be: snappy, responsive, hold a tune real well, and so it's just a joy to play. It's a good looking guitar. I see why Chris calls it their stage instrument, right? It is pretty blingy for them. Although this company is known for making great bling guitars. They've been doing it for 50 years, right? And also want to mention this amazing direct couple bridge. So this thing, what it does is it puts extra pressure on these strings by increasing this angle. And therefore, there is no upward pressure on the bridge. It's all down. There's nothing pulling the bridge off. And the strings go down through this ebony insert, right? And they're going right into the bridge plate. So there's all just downward pressure on the bridge. And all the upward pressure is just coming directly from the bridge plate. And, of course, the way it's designed, the bridge actually becomes a structural buttress for the top. It supports the top instead of pulling on it. And I think that's why these guitars sound so good, because, that's really ingenious. And, you got to hand it to Yairi, because they figured this out many years ago, and it really is something. It makes a big difference to the guitar. It's a true joy to behold and to play. Still has the bench strings on it. I haven't put my D'Addario XS coateds on it yet, but these I think are D'Addario uncoated. But yeah, it's just such a great guitar. And I want to thank Chris Meikle and everyone at St. Louis Music and Alvarez Yairi for believing in me and the channel and putting these guitars with me. It's pretty friggin' awesome. Well, that's one of those notes. Told you I suck now. I used to know that lick too. There it is. How'd you think of that one? I don't know. It's not bad. And there I am in all my steaming crappy glory. It wasn't the guitar's fault, believe me. Anyhow, there you go. The DY1TS by Alvarez Yairi. And it's just a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece guitar. And you can look these up online, find the pricing for them. They do vary from place to place. And unfortunately, as most guitars are these days, quite rare. So, thank you for being here with Guitar Stuff with John. I gotta practice that lick.